Welcome to the Hello Lovely podcast. I'm your host, Christie Williams, and I teach women how to be themselves. As an exclusive life coach for women, I'll teach you how to manage anxiety, make decisions you're confident in, and stop beating yourself up. So let's get started. Hello, lovelies. So good to have you back. Today's episode is all about a daily brain dump. It's about a daily practice I do, and I want you to have that juicy gem so you can have a clear head each day and have so much more joy just throughout your regular day-to-day life and in your life in general. And before we get into that, I went for the most beautiful walk today. I had woke up not planning on taking a walk, but had used this alarm clock that was collecting dust on my bureau. It's one that wakes you up with a mock sunrise. Have you guys seen this? So the light comes on slowly as if the sun is rising in your bedroom. It is so delightful. And because it was such a beautiful, soft way to wake up, I woke up so refreshed and energized, but not like bursting with energy, more just refreshed energy. Y'all know what I'm talking about? So I decided, you know what? It's sunny out. I'm feeling so good. Let's go for a walk. It was so good. And that really came, me using my alarm clock, came because yesterday I completely went through my closets and decided to get rid of like everything. Everything I'm not using, everything that's clogging up the closet, just bulking up my drawers, can't close them. I went through everything and was able to just get rid of what I'm not using anymore, and I'm going to take it through the thrift store today so I can sell that. And now my closet is clear. And then, of course, because I was cleaning everything up, I was able to see that this alarm clock that I had used to use and enjoy was just collecting dust. And so now I'm using it again. It is so good. If you haven't seen one of these, check them out. I just got mine on Amazon several years back. And I think they call it a light alarm, but it's so good. Okay, but let's get into our topic today, the daily brain dump. This is a simple daily practice that I do every day that contributes to cleaning out your mind so you can have the highest level of thinking ability and the removal of added pressure and drama and confusion. It is so impactful that I'm going to walk through the simple process today with you so you can have this and do it too. This is one of the number one things I do in my life that makes a change in your mindset. Okay, so today's episode is really all about cleaning out our head, a lot like I just cleaned out my closet. So this is what it looks like. I wake up in the morning and I do my Bible reading and I say a prayer. Delicious prayer, talk about all the things, have a real conversation in prayer, and sets me up in this really delicious space of thankfulness. The second part of this is a practice that cleans up my head every day, and that is a brain dump. This daily practice makes the difference between going through the day kind of foggy and bossing it. My favorite emotion is joy. I feel it a lot more throughout the day because of this practice. Not because I'm a special butterfly, but because of this daily work. And joy is not this big, huge burst of high-level happiness. Joy for me is more like contentment stirred and mixed in with love and accomplishment and clarity. It's just this beautiful emotion that feels completely clear. Okay, so that's what joy is for me. So every day I don't wake up with an expectation to feel super excited and super happy and like big emotion. I just love feeling joy, and this practice gets me that. Just this calmness and satisfying emotion of joy. So this daily practice, this daily brain dump is so simple. And this is what it looks like. I write down all the gunk that's on my mind. That's an official word, y'all. Gunk. All the rants, fears, blah, 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 like all the hoo-ha that just initially feels like it's right on top of my face. It really feels sometimes that what I'm thinking is on the outside of my face. Like all of my thoughts are just weighing on my forehead. So whatever it is, it kind of comes out almost like a ketchup bottle. You know, when you flip it over, it's like, pfft. That's what the first part of this dump is. It's just whatever. It may not even make any sense. It may not even be anything I really care about, but it's just almost like this gunk ramble that needs to come out first. It's literally a brain dump. And I like to think of that as taking out the trash, just the daily trash dump. I don't spend a lot of time there, and problem solving isn't needed. Just like you would with the trash. The trash is full. You throw it in there, you toss it out, bye-bye. That in itself usually frees up so much space in my head and invites me to the most deepest, delicious breaths. Whew, so good. Then it's powerhouse time. This is where it gets really fun. And this is every day, y'all. You get a slice of powerhouse every day. I spend the rest of the time writing and thinking about what I'm accomplishing. I used to say working on there, like what I'm working on, whether that's daily, weekly, monthly, the year, long term. But that slight shift from what I'm working on to what I'm accomplishing shows the power of our thinking. The slightest change in the words we use will change how you feel. No joke. This is where you get to pull out all your superpower. Everyone has it. It is a part of our brilliant design built in. This gift of thinking just gets so bogged down with all the information overload and digital on-demand screen time that we have in front of us every day. And that's why starting with this daily brain dump first sets you up good for the day. Plus prayer and Bible reading. I mean, come on, so juicy. So the second portion of this brain dump is where all the creativity, possibility, and dreams come out. It's bigger and more powerful than problem solving. Like, it's a space to think and imagine. And I'll share with you what mine looks like so you can have some examples, especially if you're new to this and you're getting started. Okay? So I'm making 6 figures this year and having so much fun. I'm working with 25 clients this year and having so much fun. I'm losing 6 pounds of body fat to be at 20% body fat this year, creating my shape, which is revealing my healthiest body and having so much fun. I'm paying off debt this year and having so much fun. I'm simplifying my house and my environment and having so much fun. This is the powerful space I think from. Like, did you hear the way I described what I'm doing this year? As if all those things are already done. Progress has been made and I'm living in these results, even if they aren't fully done yet. But I talk and think about them as they are. And guess what? That is the reason those things are going to happen. They're just done. And I can get to work without spending any time in doubt about it. So this is the part of the daily dump is more powerful because I think as the person who already has accomplished those things. You don't have to wait to feel accomplished until goals are complete. What? Would you like to feel accomplished right now? You can feel accomplished right now. You don't have to wait to feel accomplished until goals are complete. We forget the entire time up to when those goals are done that we are accomplishing them right now. Like, we're doing the work right now. That's going to be equaling that they're done, right? We are doing the work that will equal it's accomplished at the end of the year. This is the most delicious time of the day. It's also when I have to pray again afterwards, after that thinking and creativity and possibility, because I'm so inspired and free in my head that I can get to work. And this is what I want to offer you. The way you think is huge. It's bigger than the circumstances you're in. The way you think is bigger than the circumstances you're in. More joy is available in our daily lives, and we are the least aware of how we think until we intentionally decide to take a look and see, like, what thoughts are coming with me. We question thinking that makes us feel terrible and decide to powerfully say, no, thank you, brain. Our thoughts don't change unless we give ourselves that opportunity on purpose each day to do that. That's what the daily brain dump is about. It's like watering a garden. This is such a great example, you guys. And your brain is just a big garden. It really is. Everything growing in there are thoughts. Your brain is a big garden of thoughts. Y'all with me here? And every day you just go in there and you take a look-see and you're like, oh, how did you get in here? Like a little weed seed has flown over and started to grow. You can see it coming out of the dirt in your brain. And you pop that sucker out. It's not a big deal when you go in there every day because you can see what's going on. You're like, oh, there's this thought that I'm not good enough. Boink! Popping that out. Oh, there's this thought that I'm socially awkward. Whoops! How'd that get in there? Bye! So like the garden, you pop the weeds out first each day, which is a simple practice because it's something that you do every day. It's not overrun with weeds. It's this very simple process. And then you water and fertilize the heck out of what's staying there. You take such good care of what you're growing, which is your dreams, your goals, the future, being present in this day, loving the people that are in your life, getting rest, just all of the things that are happening there. You think from your future self who has accomplished the goals already. And that gives you access to parts of your brain that have always been there. They're very powerful and thinking intentionally. They've always been there. The ability to change your mind about things has always been there from this very powerful place in your brain. And we just remove the blocks to that. Right? When we take those little weeds out, pop, 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 then you can really be focused on the thinking that gets you to where you're going. The relationship with yourself is a filter for everything else. So when you listen to what you think and feel and decide to dump out what's not working anymore and say no thank you to that way of thinking, so much will change. So much will change. Our brains naturally will go to what's not working. And each day, this is an opportunity to remind it, it's just wrong about that. Right? Our brains wake up, be like, problems. Brains wake up, problems. Be like, hey, brain, hey. We pop the weeds out, and then we think intentionally about what we are accomplishing. Yes, sometimes we will be problem solving. Sometimes we will be finding solutions. But coming from a place that's clear and powerful and in control and knowing what we're doing. Amazing things are happening even when we can't see them. Options are always available. And our brain offers us sentences every day, just combinations of words. And we get to decide if we're taking them with us or just weeding them out. That's the power of a brain dump. Taking out the trash and watering the inspiration, the possibility and certainty of what we're accomplishing every day. And you guys, for me, this practice, it's not long. It may take 10 minutes. Sometimes I take longer just because I have made the space for it, and because it is so important to the rest of my day, I've prioritized this. There's definitely been times where I've spent 30 minutes, an hour because I want to, but it doesn't have to be that big. And certainly if you've never done this before and this is one of your first times doing it or you're getting back to it, it's very possible that the initial brain dump where you're taking out the trash just has more gunk in it. And this is not a problem. Y'all, this is not a problem at all. The biggest guidance here is that there's just zero judgment on what you find in there. Like, I can't believe I found this thought. No problem. No problem. Because what's going to happen is once you get that out, then you can access your highest intelligence, your creativity, your possibility. All of the things that are really you, authentically. And when the more time that you have to think in that direction, in the direction where you're going, the direction where your goals are, the direction of what's important to you, and how much you love your life, regardless of the circumstances, you will experience more joy in your life and feel more connection in your body, in your mind, and with the people that you're around. So is it worth it? Absolutely. Okay, lovelies, enjoy this. It's a daily practice that's too valuable not to share, and I want you to enjoy every bit of it. And if you want to take this work deeper, subscribe to this podcast to continue to get the juicy gems to be comfortable in your skin and live with more joy. I also coach women one-on-one with this as an emotional coach for women. So if you want to have the joy of doing this work with me privately, sign up, girl. Go to my website, MissChristieWilliams.com, and click on Work with Christie, where you can schedule a clarity call, which is free. And then you and I can talk about how to really get these shifts in your life where you're feeling your realest self with a clear head and a full heart. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Hey, lovely, if you want to be more confident on the outside, you have to start on the inside. If you don't take time to create an amazing relationship with yourself, it will show up in every other area of your life. If you feel stuck or don't know how to be yourself, I invite you to work with me one-on-one. Go to MissChristieWilliams.com and sign up for a free call to join my 6-month program. That's MissChristieWilliams.com, and I'll see you in session.